So it's time to play Bristol City away. Is this the sign of us getting our first away win of the season? We will see. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So Sheffield Wednesday are going to be playing Bristol City, and this is a team who are not where they want to be. I think we've got a good chance here. They got a draw versus Swansea, but it'll be interesting to see how Wednesday do here. So they go with Ole, Tannen, Viner, McNally, Pring, Knight, Williams, Harate, I think that's what they say, Twine, Manav, Armstrong. I need to bring up their lineup on here because I can't read that off it. Badger, Naismith, McCraw, McGinn. Oh, I can't read name. Bird, Sykes, Earthly, Maya, Lou, and Wells. A really good lineup for them. Really strong as well. So we're really going to have to be on our A game today. But I think we could do well today. Now, they had changed it up a little bit from the weekend, which is interesting. You go with Beadle, Valerie, Palmer, Bernardi back after suspension, Femowo, Johnson, Shea Charles, Bannon, Masaba, Windass, Ugbo. Subs are Pierce Charles, Valentine, Whitway, Matlow, Ingleson, Gasama, Kabachi, Jamal Lowe, and Smith. So we have got some options on the bench if we need to in the likes of Jamal Lowe and Smith on a attacking front as strikers. You've got Gasama and Kabachi as your wingers, and you've got Ingleson and your midfielder. So it's interesting. It's a good lineup. I like it a lot. It'll be interesting how this Wednesday team play tonight, because we can get this monkey off our back of away wins. It'll be brilliant because we have lost 3 in a row so far. So we need to get that first away win. Is it going to be tonight? We'll find out. So in the first half, that was all Bristol City, really. We had a good first 10 to 15 minutes like we do. We are that stupid, annoying club that has a really good 10 to 15 minutes and then goes off the boil and doesn't play well again for the rest of the half, because whenever we were trying to go forward, they break it up. And there's a good battle going on between Sinclair and Bernard. And Bernard had the better of him all night for me. But we were making silly little mistakes at times, but it wasn't all to do with playing out from the back. We just weren't pressing. The press wasn't there. We were very, very deep at times. It looked like we were trying to get on the counter. But the thing is, it's all right you saying you want to try and get on the counter and try and go on the counter with Ugbo. If he hasn't got somebody at the side of him or near him, he's not going to be able to get back into those positions you want him to and try and hold it up. It just wasn't there for the lad, sadly. And in the first half, there was groans, there were annoyance, we were all said in the watch-along, and thank you for all that came to the watch-along, that we needed to hold it up a little bit better. Keep hold of the ball, because when we lost it in midfield, they were all over us, and it showed how much we really did struggle to get hold of that ball and trying to make something work. But you got to say, at half-time, Bristol City was the best team in the entire game. They really were the best team in the entire game. They hold the ball up well. They had the ball a lot. We couldn't try and keep hold of it that much, and every time it was a loose pass or it was a bad little decision. But Bernard and co were good at the back, managed to do it. Akin made a very important clearance to stop it from going into the box. And apart from that, we defended pretty solidly. You look at it, I thought it was actually quite a solid defense, but we knew we needed to make some changes in that second half. There needed to be big changes, and how, because it just wasn't great. And just before half-time, you had Palmer go down, and you're like, right, that Palmer done. And so you were thinking, is Palmer going to carry on for the rest of the game? So, in the second half, we had to bring off Liam Palmer. Palmer came off, and Valentine came on. And we played some good stuff. We started to press a lot more. We started to look a little bit better at times. But they were still getting at us, and you're thinking, something got to change here. It really have. Masaba had a really good chance. Great run. Did everything right. Got it right. But that player frustrates the absolutely living and thing out of me. He's so frustrating to watch as a player. He really is. Because his decision-making, when he finally gets the chance, it's just nowhere to be seen. It's nowhere to be seen. And it's so frustrating because he's a good player. He does all the hard bit right. And then knackers it when it comes to getting the cross into the box. And at that point, his game was run. We make subs. We had to. Windass off. Masaba off. And it was the right decision to make those subs. I thought Windass really struggles a little bit. Also, with Windass, just remember, we might lose him for a couple of games because of his wife. They are due very soon. But Kabachi and Gassama come on for Windass and Masaba. And here's the thing. Kabachi and Gassama come on, changed the game. I mean, they properly changed the game. They got more attacking. They got more in their faces. They were really good at trying to get them closer. When they came on, they really changed the game. And it was good. Kabachi was trying to get forward. Gassama trying to get forward. We got tighter. Michael Smith came on for Ugbo. And Ugbo was starting to do a bit better when Gassama and Kabachi came on. Because they were getting balls into the box. They were trying to make things work. It was starting to look a lot better. And you're thinking, much better playing better. Beadle makes some really important saves, but they're not really at it. They're trying to do the same, but Bernard and Akin at the back were absolutely fantastic. You've got to give those two lads at the back some credit. Valentine had a cracking run all the way through from our box through and just couldn't seem to get it a thing, but you did manage to get a win a corner. Annoyingly, Kabachi had to come off. It was really annoying because he was having such a good game. He stretched for a ball and you could see he was holding his hamstring. Jamalo had to come on. I feel sorry for the lad. Hopefully that's not a long injury for him. But Jamalo came on and did well. Hold the ball up, knocked it around. Smith had a really good chance on the 88th minute trying to do something. Beadle made a very crucial save near the end, but in the end, it point shared. And I am not 100%. I don't want to say that. I want to say I'm happy with that. I'm 100% happy with that. Danny made the subs at the right time. The hour point, he changed it, and it changed the game. It changed how we were. It changed how we went forward. It changed how we tried to break things up. We had that high attack that we always do. That is Danny's first draw away for Sheffield Wednesday manager. He'd never been able to get a draw with us. But really good game in the second half. Played much better. I want that first half to be looked at, spoke about, and move on from it. Weekend, we have got Coventry City, and then we're into the international break. Coventry City got a 3-0 win versus Coventry, versus Blackburn Rovers for them. So we had to know that they were on good form. Some of the results tonight as well have been insane. 6-1 to Stoke, 1-0 to Sheffield United, 3-0 versus Watford for Preston. Really, really good result for them. That result puts us in 19th place on 8 points. We got a draw. We got a clean sheet as well. Something I hadn't mentioned. We got a much needed clean sheet. And that clean sheet is vital. It'll help bring borders. We have a debrief tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Join me for that. Please do. Because I really think there are going to be some interesting comments in that. I would have taken a draw beforehand. A win would have been nice, but So stop the away rot with a point is good, and we got a clean sheet. That helped build momentum as well. Got to do a bit better with keeping the ball and looking after it. But 0-0, take that. Move on to the next one versus Coventry.